Welcome to Creepy Ghoul Vision, live from Camp Crystal Lake.
Hi, my name is Peter Eater, Pumpkin Faggot, and I'd like to welcome you to Creepy Ghoul Vision.
Hey, it's crazy, man. It was my first 1 week vacation in 7 years. No joke. With that being said, I brought back some stuff that I'm going to showcase here. Some other stuff I've showcased in some previous videos that I've shot this weekend. This is probably my fourth video this weekend. I'm being shot right now. Just catching up on all my videos and all my loot and stuff like that, showcasing it for you guys. Alright, let's get to it. This one here is just a mishmash of horror stuff, punk rock stuff, and some skate rock stuff. I got a skate rock classic here I'm going to show you guys that I obtained, and the rest. That's what I usually say. I usually say ... and the rest when there's just some miscellaneous stuff floating around. But let's get to it, shall we? I'm trying to get to this next weekend. There's a very young Glenn Danzig from the 70s there, 1977, when apparently the Misfits first came to Toronto here as an unknown band. The photographer, who's going to be at this show right here, pretty much caught them on film type of thing. And yeah, so anyways, this is a punk rock, paper, collectibles, photography, small little thing they got going on in the city. I may want to attend that, most definitely meet the guy who photographed the Misfits back in '77 at the club they played at here in Toronto. Yeah, looks interesting. And this is also in conjunction with the Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop here in Toronto. If you're ever in Toronto and you need punk rock, go to Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop. Tell them Creepy Ghoul sent ya. Let's do it. So, yeah, it was crazy. So I recently obtained some cool leather. I'm assuming they're leather. They're leather looking and leather feeling coasters, spiderweb coasters. These will go on my long black coffin-like coffee table. They're really cool. I really do like these. If I had to guess, these probably came from like Michael's Arts and Crafts store or something like that, because they're really nicely well made. They're hard. They're very leather looking. I think they might be leather. Anyways, so yeah, I got some physical media here I'm going to showcase for you guys, most of which is horror. I obtained, and I'm going to be using that word quite frequently throughout this video, I obtained a sealed copy of the Horror Legacy series Halloween slipcover edition. This came out a long while back, and I believe this here is the TV version of Halloween 1978. I'm judging that by the back here and some of the features here, because there was a TV version put out along with a theatrical version and just a bunch of other versions. But Halloween 78 is Creepy Ghoul's #1 favorite horror film of all time. Very atmospheric film, very well done. There we go. So I obtained a copy of that, just like I obtained these coasters, just like I obtained another copy of George A. Romero's Millennium Edition DVD of Night of the Living Dead. I already have this copy. I remember when this copy first came out, I grabbed it. The Elite version, Elite was putting out so much good shit back in the day, man. Horror, a lot of uncut stuff. Their features were like loaded. So I did obtain, yes, another copy of this for the old collection. I don't know how many copies of Night of the Living Dead I own on all formats, but yeah, don't mind having another copy, seeing how I obtained it. I also obtained a copy of John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, and I don't think I have this on DVD. I don't even think I have it on VHS, to be honest with you. But yeah, sealed copy. Yeah, I mean, classic. Prince of Darkness. We all know. Can't go wrong. Widescreen edition. What else needs to be said, really? And many moons ago, a friend of mine got me into It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, man. I obtained a copy of the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, A Very Sunny Christmas. And Christmas specials, holiday specials of old TV shows rule, man. They rule. And wherever I find them, I'll grab them. But yeah, I've never even seen this one too, so I am looking forward to it. Yeah. And I also, there's another little thing I obtained, which I never had before, which, considering I've got several DVD players and Blu-ray players hooked up, a CD lens cleaner. Yeah, interesting, eh? You don't come across these too often, or at all anymore, but I was really happy to get one. And if you look at this, guys, I don't know how many of you know this, but it's a CD, and it's got like the different variations of the brush heads on them. How ingenious, honestly. But yeah, really happy to have this. Removes dirt and oil and other small particles. I mean, for those of you who still play CDs and DVDs, anything disc related, CD gaming systems, blah blah blah, whatever, anything that requires a disc. Even pop it in your computer. My computer still plays, I still have a CD-ROM drive in my computer. I still burn CDs to listen to in the car, so I mean, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Quite comical. From the read on the back. However, the funeral planner. Coffin. Hot office chick. Legs, stockings, heels, short dress. How the fuck are you gonna go wrong? Ghost Towns of Ontario, the book. This is an old one. Again, this was something I just obtained. Look at that, eh? Like, holy crap. Check this out. I didn't even check the publishing date on this book, but it looks vintage beyond belief. Ghost Towns of Ontario. Let's see. I'm curious about the publishing date on this. 1978. Yeah. Yeah, judging by the photos. April 1978, January, second printing 1979. So yeah, 1979. It's a good year. 1979. 1979. Creepy Ghoul was 5 years old in 1979. Now, fun fact about Creepy Ghoul. I'm a foodie. And I drink red wine every night. At least 1 to 2 glasses per night, I would say. One of my clients at work, gave me some old copies of Food and Wine magazine from the 80s. These are all from the mid-80s, I believe. Yeah, 85, 86, 86. And I wasn't going to say no. And here's another little fun fact about Creepy Ghoul. Magazines are my weakness. Paper collectibles are my weakness. Posters, magazines are my weakness. And Food and Wine magazine from the 80s, man, can't go wrong. These are really cool to look at, most definitely. I'm really happy to get them. Alright guys, so let's get on to some records, some music. I got a cassette and I got some records I'm going to showcase for you guys. Tremblay from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Really great stuff. Only available in Montreal. Gizm. Official Relapse cassette. This is a very extremely unusual album from the band. It's a mishmash and it's of stuff and it's just all over the place, but you know, somehow they made it work. It's a very extremely unusual album. Gizm, all Jap, no crap. Japcore. For me, they're more on the punk rock side than the metal side, but that's just me. You can call that a biased opinion if you'd want, but I don't know. Gizm. Military Affairs Neurotic. Man, M-A-N. Check this album out. You're into old school punk hardcore, Japcore, check this album out. It's very extremely unusual. I wouldn't start with this one if you're just getting into them. Most definitely not. From a local record shop in the city, Cops Records, not too far from the Batcave here, I stumbled across this record here that I've been looking for quite some time now, and I got it. I couldn't believe it. It was in the most unusual section, and I was just flipping through and I found it. And believe me when I tell you, I did not bark at that price at all. This is the infamous, famous Monsterspeak. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman. This is a radio broadcast, I believe, from back in the day. It's between Frankenstein and Dracula, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, I believe, and just speaking. It's like one of those, how would you say it? Those books with a record type of thing, but this has no book. It's just the record. This is actually a gem. This is 110% original right here. I believe this has been repressed and reissued, I think. But this is the original from, yeah, Wonderland Records. There it is right there. What year did this come out? 1973. Yeah, Creepy Ghoul was born in 1974. Great fucking record, man. Really happy to have this in the old horror collection right there. Okay, so here's something a little different. I also stumbled across these at the same record shop. Now, another fun fact about Creepy Ghoul, he loves comedy. He loves stand-up comedy. He loves listening to stand-up comedy. I used to listen to the Sunday Funnies on 104.5 Chum FM back in the day, Sunday nights. Yeah, and I grew up watching comedy, stand-up comedy on TV. I love stand-up comedy. You got to check this guy out if you've never heard of him. His name is Jose Jimenez.
And he speaks like this. My name is Jose Jimenez.
Check this guy out, man. God, his shit's hard to get, and I just stumbled across these at the record shop for like dirt cheap in the comedy section. Check out his stand-up. It's highly unusual. It's that of Gilbert Gottfried even. Very comparable, just off the wall, and just like, I don't even know how to describe him, but check it out, look him up online. Jose Jimenez. These are the two major records that he put out back in the day, man. Really great stuff. Let me know what you think. You're going to be laughing your asses off. I'm telling you. Had to throw those in. Love comedy records, man. Got all my old comedy records. Red Fox, Richard Pryor. Holy crap. Rodney Dangerfield. Love Rodney Dangerfield. Oh yes, another Misfits bootleg, which I probably have the recording. In fact, I do, but it doesn't look like this. I could probably use this as my playing copy. This literally just came out not too long ago. This is not what your average Misfits bootleg would look like. It looks very modern and polished type of thing, well, the artwork does anyway. But look at that, Evil Dead Records. Misfits Walk Among Us tour, live at the 930 Club, Washington D.C., USA, February 28th, '82. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking release, but I'm pretty sure all you Misfits collectors out there has many versions of this show on other bootlegs, as I do. But still, Hell's Headbangers got this in, and I grabbed it. I believe they're sold out of it now. Maybe they only got a few in. Different color LPs, which I really don't care about, to be honest with you. But yeah, another Misfits bootleg. All right, and now for a skate rock classic. I couldn't believe it when I found this. I have this on cassette, and I think I have it on cassette. I have it on CD. I never came across this on LP, man. The original LP, right here from Caroline Records, the mighty Underdog from New York City, the Vanishing Point record. This, my friends, is a skate rock classic. Okay, Chuck Treese, man, played guitar on this album. I remember back in the Thrasher days, reading Thrasher and seeing this album, and they did like a spread on Underdog, and I saw the band there, Chuck Treese. They all had their skateboards and stuff, and man, I'm telling you, really happy to have this album right here. Every single track on this album delivers, mark my words. Underdog, the Vanishing Point. 100% 2 fingers in the air, skate rock, punk rock, coming at you on Creepy Ghoul Vision. So, when I went away on vacation, I stumbled across a record shop, I believe in, where were we? I was in Peterborough. I think we were in Peterborough, and yeah, I stumbled across this record shop, and I picked up a couple records from this record store here. The record store is called, hang on, it's called Russell Red Records. Russell Red Records. Customized bag, there's a logo right there if you're ever in Peterborough, Ontario. Check them out. It's a really cool record shop, really cool chick behind the counter as well. She was wearing an old Misfits shirt. So I got some horror soundtracks to show you guys. I picked up Rosemary's Baby soundtrack. I believe this came out just recently on Waxwork. Is it Waxwork? Yeah, it is Waxwork. Yeah. Definitive release of the iconic 68 film score, remastered from the original master tapes. 180 gram, 11 by 11 insert, and new artwork. Yeah, Rosemary's Babies. Rosemary's Babies was Eerie Vaughan's band back in the day, before he joined Sam Hain. But anyhow, yeah, really chilling soundtrack for those of you who already know. Crazy ass movie. The 2 films you probably want to watch back to back, I would say watch The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby. Maybe not in that order, but yeah, those were the 2, I would say. Yeah, Waxwork puts out a lot of great stuff, man. A lot of great horror soundtracks, man. Very extremely well presented. A little pricey, I mean $38 I could fathom. that's fine. Yeah, really great film. Love the soundtrack. Okay, and the second soundtrack I picked up was The Bride of Frankenstein, the original, right there, coming at you. Original 1935 soundtrack featuring music composed by Franz Waxman, 180 gram, 4-page booklet, liner notes, artwork by Phantom City Creative. I think I know the people from Phantom City Creative, I think, or was this something else? Anyhow, Bride of Frankenstein soundtrack right there. It's quite an epic soundtrack, but it's a soundtrack that you would want to put on in the background and just, you know, do your thing. Whereas Rosemary's Babies, I would put on in the background and just like stay still on the couch, dim the lights, light the incense, and just listen with a drink. Okay guys, I got a couple more items here to showcase. This one's a heavy one. So a buddy of mine was kind of partying with this, and I kind of sort of scooped it up. It's very heavy. This is all original right here. I had to tape up the box. Look at that, an 8mm projector in its original box. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting rid of this shit, I'll tell you that right now. There we go, and it's Kodak. Look at that, the box alone. Holy fuck. I gotta show you this thing. This thing is bizarre. I gotta get up for this one. Look at that. Looks like a lunchbox. Check this out. I'll show you. It's got a warning, 60 cycle only, whatever that means. I'm not a film projectionist, so I couldn't tell you, but take a look at this. Right here. This thing is heavy. Right there. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. And inside, I've got a film reel. Really like these things. Now let me see if I can carefully open it up. I believe there's a special way to open it. There it is right there. Now, this comes off. Canadian Kodak Company Limited. That's on the inside. Take a look at that. Fuck. How to operate the Brownie movie projector. Like, seriously, that's awesome. Give you a close-up of that. That's it right there. Probably make some, probably this was used to make some adult videos back in the day. Wouldn't doubt it, eh? Look at that. And this is like mint. This is absolutely mint. This is a collector's item. This is like a showpiece. Have this open on a shelf in like a record room or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally not getting rid of this, that's for sure. Let's see, the other side. Am I able to open up the other side? Possibly. Nope. Doesn't want to. I don't think you can actually, no. I think it's just this side right here. But awesome piece of machinery right here. Yeah, I can't exactly close it right now, so I won't waste my time with it right now, because I'm shooting some video. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. And last but not least, when I was on vacation, we stayed up at a cottage in the Kawarthas, Ontario, Lake Lorraine, and I went exploring in the city. Stumbled across this thrift store, and they said it's the best thrift store, largest thrift store in North Hastings. No question about it. This was a kick-ass thrift store. I highly recommend anybody in the area checking out this thrift store. It's got everything, man, and their prices were great. I came across this, and usually when I find these, I usually gamble on them here in Toronto. I love the old Ghetto Blaster style cassette, AM, FM radio, portable radio. The beauty of this, and why I'm also going to recommend this thrift store as well, they do something that I have yet to see in Toronto. On their electronics, they have a sticker that says, tested. And I asked the girl, I go, does it work? She goes, yeah, all our electronics have been tested, they work. And usually in Toronto, I'd be gambling on this stuff, man, just in hopes that it would work, or find like the section, if they have cassettes, just to try, plug it in and try it or whatever. Usually the AM/FM works, but I mean, there's no guarantees on the CDs or the cassette or anything. Lo and behold, I brought this home. Yep, everything works on it, man. The only thing that doesn't work on it, unfortunately, is the battery. I popped in some batteries and unfortunately it doesn't work. However, it did include the power cord, so all's not lost. And Toshiba mini ghetto blaster there. Really happy to have that. One cassette deck, AM/FM. Can't go wrong. I love radio. I grew up with radio my whole life. When I came home from school, it was always the radio that went on first over the TV set. I spent a good portion of my life listening to the radio, and I still do, all day, every day, even at work. We've got the radio on in the office. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. That's everything. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a couple thumbs up, will you? Like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, stay weird. We'll see you on the next video.
Thank you for watching Creepy Ghoul Vision live from Camp Crystal Lake.